The Queen of Cups is the most emotionally powerful card in the entire tarot deck. Not the most dramatic or loudest, the most powerful. She holds a closed cup. Closed because what she knows doesn't come from other people. She doesn't outsource her knowing. And a lot of us weren't taught to trust that. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways to embody the Queen of Cups. The cup she's holding is closed. Unlike every other cup in this suit, this one isn't pouring out. It isn't being offered or tipped over. It's contained, and it's not repression, it's mastery. She doesn't give herself away. She gives from what's already full. The first way to embody the Queen of Cups is to trust your intuition like it's information. The shadow side of the Queen is someone who was told often and early that your inner knowing wasn't real, that you were too sensitive, that your intuition or your dreams were drama, wishful thinking. And you learn to second guess yourself, to distrust the very thing that is your greatest power. Intuition is not mystical noise. Neuroscience confirms what the Queen of Cups is teaching us. Your gut is a nervous system processing center. It processes information faster than your mind can articulate. It's pattern recognition built from every single experience you've ever had. When you dismiss that signal as just a feeling, you're dismissing the most sophisticated data processing you own. So the Queen of Cups doesn't doubt. She holds. And you need to start holding yours. The second way to embody the Queen of Cups is to feel it without becoming it. The Queen of Cups can be called an empath or a healer. And sometimes people hear that and they think, absorb everything, hold space for everything, make yourself a vessel for whatever others are pouring out. But that's not the Queen of Cups. That's her shadow. That's her reversed. She's overgiven until she's hollow, takes on other people's emotions as if they were own, and then she can no longer tell the difference. But that burns you out. Her feet are not touching the water. She's present at the sea without being pulled under it. This is a skill, emotional presence without that emotional merge. The ability to stay in contact with difficult feelings, yours or others, without losing your own grounding. This queen isn't avoiding, she's witnessing. She is tending. The third way to embody the Queen of Cups is lead with emotional presence, not emotional performance. The shadow of the Queen of Cups has learned to mistake performance for depth. She is a listener, a healer. And not because she broadcasts this, but because you feel it when you're in her presence. There is a quality of attention that she brings to you because she's genuinely and fully there. And that's rare. That's something that people are actually hungry for. Not for the performance, but for someone who proves it with the quality of their attention, with reverence and patience. That's 3 ways to embody the Queen of Cups. Trust your intuition, feel it without becoming it, and lead with presence, not performance. The Queen of Cups doesn't shout to be heard. She's not forcing her cup open. She's holding and tending to what needs to be tended to. Every Tuesday, I take a deep dive into tarot through a lens of dark psychology and shadow work. If you have questions that are too polite to ask, click on the link in my bio. Tons of free stuff and personal readings with me. Like the video and subscribe because the algorithm moves energy too. And I'll see you next Tuesday.